Hi folks, and welcome back to some more Ultimate General Civil War. Today marks the end of the Peninsular campaign, and we are fighting the Battle of Malvern Hill. It is the 1st of July 1862. This is the final battle of the 7 days battles, and I was going to say, normally we play these, let's see if we can do better than the Union did historically, but in this one, the Union did very well historically. Where basically we're defending a hill on one side of the army. I think a roughly even number of Confederates are attacking us, but historically the Confederate forces were quite disjointed over this. They didn't get organised very well, and the Union held an extremely strong position, which resulted in an amazing Union victory and a whole lot of Confederate casualties. Unnecessary, probably. So anyway, the rebels are determined to defend their capital, and our army cannot take any more beating. They are chasing us, and we must defend again. Look at this wide open ground. This gives you a hint of what happened here, and it was Union artillery that was responsible for, I think, most of the casualties on the Confederate side. The bulk of the Union expeditionary force has no more strength to continue. This wasn't true, by the way. The majority of our army is embarking at Harrison's Landing, a few miles to the south. We must hold our position on Malvern Hill until we finalise a tactical withdrawal. The Union army was in a fine state by this point. It was just its commander, McClellan, had shit his britches, and basically every time he got attacked, he withdrew. As I said, I think in the previous battle, the Union actually tactically won most of the engagements, apart from Gaines' Mill, but withdrew nonetheless. The best ground to defend is at Malvern Hill's north section. Our artillery can see a wide area of open ground and butcher any infantry assaults. It'd be crazy if the rebels decided to attack the west side of Malvern Hill through swamps and rugged terrain, but we must be cautious. We have seen the enemy AI in this try to outflank us, and while these are based on historical battles, there is a chance of something else happening, just to keep it interesting for the player. We can consider the west side safe from assaults too. Hang on, did it say the east side before? No, it said the west side before. This should surely be the east side. Is that a typo in the game? General, Malvern Hill is an impressive defensive location. The Confederates are going to receive a hard beating if they insist upon attacking. Let them come and take what they deserve. And to be honest, folks, that is exactly what happened historically. We expect the main force of the rebels to come from this direction, down the main road, and that hilltop can be used to bombard our lines, so prepare for counterfire. So this isn't... We also need some artillery batteries to oversee this hill area. The Confederates may use the trees to conceal an attack on us. General, it's recommended to stand your ground and not attempt to move away from Malvern Hill. We hold a superior defensive position. We should wait for them to attack. Right, excellent. That's exactly what we wanted. I guess we will just put everything... Can I do this? Oh, I can't do it one by one. Go on then, we'll put the troops forward. We have... I don't think they're going to appear here, but we now have Thompson's sharpshooters in as the skirmishers, the sharpshooters in the army, which is awesome. We only have one artillery battery present at the start of the battle. Reinforcements will come up. So let's start the battle and see what's going to happen. Let's quickly click pause. Where are our objectives? Our objectives are right here. So potentially we can get outflanked. I think the enemy is just going to come marching down there. Where's going to be the best place to fight? I can't see a big open... I mean, this is open. I can't see the elevation. Oh, hang on. We've got... this is quite obvious then. Let's find some big brigades that we've got. We've got the veterans in here. I wonder if I should have put the 2nd Corps in the front line, actually. Let the veterans have a bit of a rest. Badger's Brigade. The Ohio Outlaws are reasonably fresh. So we'll put them in the middle, maybe. And Jedi's Brigade. Actually, Jedi's Brigade can go on. Oh, we're moving now? Okay, fair enough. Let's go to that. Where does the artillery need to be? Probably... I'm going to put them just behind the front line, on the road, ready to escape quickly. Actually, we do want some reserves. We absolutely do want some reserves, just in case, because, you never know. There's only one good defensive piece here. I'm going to put Badger's Brigade in there, holding the woods. Okay, let's press play. And then we've got 3 brigades. No, what have I just clicked on? Sorry, guys. I was trying to draw a map like that. And then we're going to put those guys right in there. Perfect. Let's pull the supplies back. This is looking like a decent position. I can't quite tell from that angle where the high ground is. So yeah, Confederate attacks on the real day of this battle were just... The orders were sort of sent out a bit vague. I think the the whole attack was reliant on one brigade leading the attack to give up a big hearty yell, and that was going to be the signal for the other 15 brigades to advance at once. Of course, once any sort of attack started and there was artillery fire and musketry and everything else, that then became an opportunity for great confusion. Too much noise, too much stuff going on. And it didn't help that the Confederates didn't receive necessarily all the components of the Confederate force didn't all receive their orders in time. And not only... Are you supposed to be occupying that, son? Yeah, get in there. They didn't get into place in time, and now we can see the enemy approaching before us. So we've got solid brigades in the middle. This is a great big open thing. I don't think we need to worry too much about this. What I might do... Let's put some skirmishers in the woods. And I'm a bit worried about this particular outflanking situation here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some troops on this flank. Like that. And I think what we're likely to do is abandon the woods. Or at least abandon that position. Because there's a whole lot of stuff coming down there. Hang on, let's get out of there. Let's get into that position, then we can't get outflanked so easily. There are some opportunities here. Do I want to push the skirmishers forward is what I'm basically thinking here. We might be able to just pepper a few units as they come down. I just want to keep an eye out on things. I don't know if I'm likely to get outflanked over here. To me, it makes sense. They're in decent cover, these boys, so it would make sense to go and put some skirmishers out on this flank, who, if nothing else, could shoot across the river at anything that might cause me some bother. So let's do that. And you guys are just reforming over there. Okay. The St. McCracken's holding this flank. We will put the skirmishers out over there and that wood, and then we can shoot anything that comes across at us. And as far as this looks like, let's actually just point up there. And Chris Pinkney's brigade pointing over there just in case. I think these fellas are going to start coming straight down here rather than... Oh, I don't know if this is possible actually. This might be... Right, that's interesting. That's not fordable. So other than... That's very interesting. Right, let's pull out of there. I'm going to re-occupy that, and we're going to have some stuff in the back. Okay, so the enemy are coming on. We are, in fact, going to just redeploy over there, now that we know that this river's not fordable. So this is the position that we have to defend. I wondered if pulling back, because these guys are out in the open here, which is not ideal, is it? However, I feel like we need to support the Ohio Outlaws on this side, because this is a whole lot of stuff coming in. They're routed. That's no great surprise. I don't think that's a good idea. I think we pull back. And now we wait for reinforcements. Well, if they come across there, they're going to get shot up, and Badger's men are in great cover. The rest of us, not so much. And I do wonder if it would be wise to pull back, but I don't want to leave these guys in a hugely exposed position. Because that's not looking great, to be quite honest. They're going to get a lot of firepower from that. Where's our illustrious leader Markgfl? Where is he? There he is. Let's just put him... Which flank? Which flank? This is a big Confederate infantry attack coming in here. Let's just move along a bit. Frangus's battery is doing some good work already. Where are my reserves at? Yeah, let's just come up there. And I think it's this flank that's likely to be in trouble, if anything is. We're in decent cover there, so we should be able to repel the firepower of Cobb's brigade. This is a big Confederate infantry assault. I don't think they were as well organised as this on the day. Badger's men taking a lot of fire. I'm not convinced that holding the woods like that is actually in our interests. Stop that charge, somebody. Shoot that person over there. Do Do we have... Oh, that's a big hit from the cannons. McCracken's on the double. This is a little bit touch and go here. Tombs Brigade's come charging. So Cobb's engaged and then Tombs Brigade is attacked in support, basically. A viable tactic, I think. I would be better off if I was just holding a bit behind this line, just for the cover. The rebels advance. Really, we haven't noticed. Confederates seem to prepare for a general attack. Brace yourselves. Oh, we have reinforcements. Excellent. We have cavalry, which is of very limited value out here. What we should do with this, these lot, actually, I don't know if you'll be able to do anything from there. The artillery. Oh, we've got the skirmishers, which is useful. Well, are useful, I should say. If I advance over this side, I don't know if I can advance across. Hang on, what if I do this? Tall's Brigade. No, so it seems like the only way I can get across here, no problem. But the only way I can get to these guys if I went over the bridge like that. So that's obviously not going to be a thing. I would say we could have cavalry defending out here because there might be a rebel advance down that side. So I think that sounds like a viable plan. The skirmishers, I don't know what to do with these. Maybe have them on the flank. We've got the Yorkshires and Alex's regiments. Let's just bring them up generally in reserve until we see where they're needed. Tall's Brigade, looking strong there. Let's go up that side. More importantly, there's Ben's battery with the rifled guns. These absolutely need to be somewhere in the middle. I'm going to put them about here. I don't think it's going to make any difference trying to travel up the roads to get there. Frangus's men, I might just fall them back a little bit. And then what have we got? We've also got coming on. Excellent, the Cascade Cannons. We will take these fellas up the road. We'll get them to there. That's not great, Mark. That's really not great. Hang on, let's draw that line in a bit better. There we go, that's near enough. They'll get the idea. And that was Tall's Brigade and the cannons coming in. All right, we haven't done anything with the cavalry. I'm tempted to move the cavalry over there and dismount, at least one of them. Oh, have we only got one? We've maybe only got one, have we? I thought we had two. No, just got one. It's just one. It looks quite big, that's all. Excellent, so we've got reinforcements coming up. The McCrackens there. This does not look like a solid position. Do you know what we're going to do? I'm going to put the McCrackens on the front. The Ohioans. We're not going to occupy that. We're going to use the cover. It's so we can double the amount of guns on the front line. That's my thinking here. And other than that, we're just going to shoot away at stuff in the middle. Badger's men. We're getting shot up badly there. Hang on, let me put some skirmishers on that side. That's just some extra firepower. It's not super strong position, this. I'm going to sit in the woods here in case anything comes down the road and dismount. It's going to be, I think it's going to be down to the artillery support that we can muster. Right, Jedi's brigade. Rejoin wherever Jedi's men are. Actually, the skirmishers could do a good job. We could go and get some flanking fire in there. Look at the range of their rifles, by the way. Thompson sharpshooters. Congratulations, by the way. Welcome to the army. Thank you for volunteering as commander of the sharpshooters. They're armed with just some hunting rifles at the moment, but I am purchasing some Sharps rifles, which the first US sharpshooters did historically use, and they will be a lot more effective. Similar range, but way more accurate. Yeah, okay, we've got a big rebel force massing in our front. We need the artillery to really take effect of this. So, ideally, my troops would be in some better cover. I don't think there's any reason actually now why I can't allow for that. So the Ohioans are in great cover. What I'm going to do is just draw the line in like that. Actually, I didn't realise we could put a nice curve in it like that. That's even better. I won't go too far back, but we get to take advantage of this then for cover. Yeah, that was that manoeuvre under enemy fire was perhaps not the wisest thing to do. I don't think I've got that drawn correctly, have I? Why have I got 4 in there? Shouldn't have 4 in there. What the hell am I drawing here? Oh, I see. I've picked up Badger's brigade as well, which I hadn't intended. I've messed that up badly, in fact. Right, you guys just go forwards. It's okay. We will form our lines. We will be fine. So the sharpshooters, they should start... I mean, ideally on the flanks would be ideal. They're still in good cover there. It's okay. So it's the cover that matters at the end of the day. The hell is this? Right, that is partly my fault. I will agree on that. Stop! Stop! I'm not quite sure how I drew all this in, but we're having a bit of a redeployment under enemy fire. Don't really want to do it quite like that. I'm going to leave Tall's brigade back here in case we spot anything coming from there. And we can pull them back. Alright, so Jedi's brigade has had to just take a breather. We've still got the Yorkshires in as reserves. And did we get the Cascade cannons in? Ben's battery is in. Frangus's battery is in. Cascade cannons are too far back, so let's pull them forwards where they can get jumped in there, and we'll just put those guys a little bit more. That's that side. That's excellent. Ben's batteries can move up. We're good. We should be good at that. So let's get you into position. There you go. We have stabilised the line. We've made better use of the cover available, I think. The Ohioans might be a little bit exposed there. Let's just redeploy. That's it. That's what we like. But the sharpshooters are covering this flank, so I think we should be good. And if we had to, we could pull the Ohioans back into reserve. Where are you going? No. Are these guys doing a swap in place or something? How? I've obviously had the wrong one selected when I've tried to do that. You better get in place on the double, Badger. So this is going to be an artillery fight now, and if only we could knock out the enemy cannons on that hill. Actually, we can't even see them, so that's not a bad sign. Now, they can try and come over this side if they want, but these brigades, their only way through is going to be over this bridge. So having seen what's a-coming, let's go and put some men down there. This isn't fordable. If the cavalry have to draw back, we will draw them back, and there's a whole lot of stuff coming this way. It's potential they could go for either this bridge or the ford down here. Can you guys actually come over the river there? Yep, they can. Okay, there's a big attack coming down in the centre. That's not going to get there. That is not going to get there. That's my prediction. It's actually going to get there. Come on, Frangus's men. Come on, come on. There we go. That's the one. Yep. We stopped that one in its tracks. You can target individual enemy units with artillery if you wish to. Alex's men. Pull back. Pull back. Pull back. Get in position. Our batteries are maybe a bit close to the front lines. We need to sort of take advantage of this a little bit. I mean, we've got skirmishers. They're doing some long-range shooting. It's too long-range at the moment. They might be very useful holding, like, trying to shoot people coming over bridges and stuff like that on the other side. We'll leave them there, and we'll let them get some use there. Let me just move this supply wagon over here. And let me put the Yorkshires in position there. What are you armed with? They've got Lorenz rifles, which are okay. Jedi's men are going to be holding this middle. Are those? Is that? No, it's not. It's the Ohio Outlaws. Okay, so the Ohio Outlaws haven't lost too many. Jedi's brigade's taking a bit of a pacing, sadly. holding the bridge on this side. I mean, they can shoot across the river, but they can't charge across it. Here we go again, look. Tombs Brigade. Oh, I didn't even get in. Some of the Krakens. These guys are I didn't really want my veterans to take an absolute hammering. That's about to have 3 brigades open up on it. I don't think they're going to stay, are they? Oh, they might. They might. Skirmishers slowly picking up a few kills. I would fall back. And I would shoot Anderson's brigade because they're nicely out in the open. There we go. There's the cascade cannons. It's when you get these 12-pounders up close, they can be absolutely devastating. The rifle stuff is never quite as dangerous, but I still want to be on the receiving end of it. Guys, you may want to fall back, I think. You don't really want to take any hits there. I would say this side is looking a little bit ropey here. I'm going to move the Yorkshires into position. Okay, you've done your job. Let me pull you back over here. Bear box men. They're doing the work. I would say it's time to get this extra brigade in here and on the double. You rejoin the ranks because we want. No. You need to be where you can get a full field of fire there. That is a whole lot of nasty stuff coming right down there. Okay, our skirmishers should now be starting to pick up a few extra kills. Fall back. The Yorkshires are coming to meet them. There we go. We lost a few. We did lose a few skirmishers actually in that. They're not doing well with those hunting rifles. The thing is, they really want to be on the flank of something or picking off enemy artillery batteries or something like that. That's what they're quite good at. This looks challenging. On the double. That's okay, we may have managed to turn this. We have to hold on for 53 minutes still. We have to make sure nothing's coming over this side. Okay, I'd say bear box men are pretty exhausted. They've stopped, they've done a good job. Let's bring Tall's brigade back up into the fight. Let's just go straight up there. Can you guys move? Excellent, that's fine. The cavalry is currently not really doing much. Can I go across there? No, we can't cross this. So, let's bring the cavalry back to where it might be useful. Into the woods, fellas. You don't need to stand on the outskirts. Get into some cover. Badger's men, come on. We need that artillery to do some major work here. Sharpshooters, I'm going to bring them round, which they may be able to help. And also, let's get my leader in on where this is going to matter. Nice, the Ohio Outlaws doing some good work today. Just holding this flank. Oh, we're distracting a lot of enemies. Which is probably more to the point. Good God, we're taking some beatings in the middle. This was sold to me as a strong defensive position. It does not feel like it, I will say that. Pull back into the cover. Good God, we are taking some absolute beatings here. Fall back. I'd say we fall everything back, actually. I am going to pull some artillery back, ready to defend a bit further back down the road, I think. Should we say for one more big volley? No, then they're moving. Pull back. We're going to be outflanked here. Get the supplies back. Wow, the first corps taking an absolute haste in here. Where's the cavalry coming in? They're there. They're coming in on foot. I would say let's form a line like this, and let's get you back. Let's fall back to the road. This isn't a very good situation. I'm abandoning this first position because I think this is terrible. Actually, I put the wrong thing there. I do think this is a terrible position to try and hold. With what's coming down the road at me. You guys can be the sacrificial pawns out there, I think. I need the rest of my army. I can't stop that. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. Can we stop them with artillery? That's the question. You guys on that flank. You fall back. So where are the horsemen? The rebels keep coming. They've got courage, all right. They've got numbers. So it's not a defeat for losing that. We just need to make sure we hold on to this. So the way we're going to do that is I'm going to send 2 tired brigades back to hold these positions. Where's the other load of artillery? We're missing someone. So artillery is going to go right across here. What we're going to do now is we are going to hold a position. Whoops. No, come on. Game. I'll take that, please. We'll get in there. You lot. Like that. Over here. Maybe in the actual buildings. And let's just pull back. Everyone pull back. Fall back. We'll try and get into position further back to hold on something that looks a lot more defensible. And let's pull these skirmishers back as well. Excellent. We have reinforcements. Thank God for that. Proper line of troops we're going to put in here. And then once they arrive on the scene, we'll be able to draw them in. So this is the 2nd Corps turning up. And that's what we wanted earlier. Right, let's put the cavalry on the flank. The skirmishers really don't want to be holding the centre, but they are effective. So the artillery is about to hold a good position, which is good. You are a bit too far forward, I think. There we go. I'm going to draw them up, hold some sort of line. This is just to allow our 2nd line to get into position. Let's see what we've got coming up here. Cummins battery. We want them to charge across this big open space, I think. So let's put some artillery right in the middle and on top of the hill. Do we have any more artillery? Just some more artillery would be nice. Barges and Blake's brigades are going to hold the woods on this side. On the other side, we've got the Solstice Shooters and Clemens brigades. These are fresh troops, so these should be a whole lot better. Actually, there's a fence there in the way. That's going to be nice as well. And the Prince of Wales Light Dragoons, we might put them on this side, actually. So we're holding this over here, which is good. The artillery should be absolutely pounding away at the enemy. Our skirmishers, sharpshooters, not shooting quite as sharp as I would like, but then I think they are taking some casualties, so I'd rather they were on a flank somewhere, which would be much more effective for us. Who have we got? We've got Sean's brigade coming to the middle over here. Yeah, it's okay. We've got to hold on for a bit. As long as we hold the bottom 2 places, it's okay. We might be able to afford a general advance afterwards. Once we've weakened the enemy quite a bit, but it's okay. So far, so good. The artillery doing some good work, although we have taken some casualties. All of the artillery batteries doing some good work. Actually, you know what I might do? I'm going to bring the cavalry up through here, because I think there's going to be a skirmish fight going on down here. I'm going to put cavalry in there. Do we have cavalry on this side as well? Let's pull these guys back and cause some problems. And the horsemen, who've just taken a load of sodding deaths so far, mount up and get out of there. Yeah, their guns, they're short-range carbines. They're not as effective, and they certainly don't really want to be used for this job. Right, let's fall back. Get behind the river, I suppose. Where are we going to get the enemy in a nice big open position where we can just blow them away? That's the question. Let's bring all the artillery back now into a huge... I would like the protection of the trees, but at the same time... Actually, let's do that. I'm going to have the artillery on the front line. This is going to be a different tactic. There we go. We might put our infantry into there. We might. Let's do that to start with. We'll consider our options for that. I don't know. Is the answer. Fall back. In fact, everybody double quick. Can I not order fall back in mass? Apparently I cannot. Okay. I want them out of there, basically. This is empty. That's never good. Get to the rear, and let's bring our fantastic illustrious leader back. So the artillery is going to set up a solid position where it can blast across that plain. We can use the fence rails as defensive positions. They're not amazing cover, but we do have the option of doing that. Like that, you see. Let's see what the cover actually level is. I don't think it's going to be that great. Yeah, trees are generally better cover, so I think we should probably do that. Put Sean's brigade just back here. Leonidas' cavalry wants to be over here. Let's get them over on this. You guys can dismount. We should be fine on the other side. There should be no risk of anything going wrong. They've got the Durham Light Infantry and Rube's brigade coming up. Let's get them into those trees over there. And these guys can fall back because they are exhausted. But we'll put Tall's brigade on the flank. Oh, they might try coming over there. That's fine if they do. What we do have is, can we use this picket fence as a bit of protection? It sounds crazy, but they were used as... I guess if you took the fence down and piled the rails up and then got down behind them, they would offer more protection. Okay, we definitely want to pull back here. I'm going to pull back into the woods. Let's get everyone behind. We have sufficient... Hey, we've got another battery coming up here. This is good news. This is B's batteries of 12-pounder Napoleons. I would wager that anything that tries to come charging down the middle of this is going to get just annihilated by artillery. There's Ben's battery. Ben's is on that side. I'm going to put you in the middle, like we're going to put B's battery on that flank. Because Ben's got rifled guns, they can be more effective at a bit of a distance. And I'm actually going to pile up infantry right behind the artillery batteries. No! Don't know where you guys are going, but I don't want you over there. Okay, I think we're in decent positions. There's not a lot of cover on that, but it is some. We're covering that flank. That flank's good. The supply wagon is empty, sadly. Alex's men. I'll put you holding the centre. We should be fine though. I've not left anything up there. I've got a supply wagon out there. Let's pull it back before we lose some. And you boys have fought very well, but are utterly exhausted. I'm going to put the St. McCracken's. Wow. Once again, they have fought very effectively. Badger's men. Everyone has fought very effectively. We're just going to make sure we hold that position over there. Oh, we've got Henry's artillery. Okay, so this is a big artillery battery. If anyone would like to take command of Henry's battery, it is available. Let's get them out of there. Miles Brigade. Let's just pull. Where do I need some possible reserves here? Possibly on this side. This looks like a little bit ropey. I've got an artillery battery in the way there, so... Yeah, I've got to question the wisdom of this sort of positioning with a massive line of artillery. Having said that, there is infantry supporting, and anything that wants to come charging in, I'm going to put Barge's brigade in like this, look. And then they can actually shoot anything that does try to charge the batteries. Make sure you are up forwards. So this side should be fine. It should be absolutely fine. What have we got over here that we can actually make something of? The Ohio Volunteers doing a good job, but are exhausted. I've got 3 lots of cavalry. Let me see where I can get these guys on a flank. Let's get some sharpshooters up there. Are you in range to shoot? Do you know what? We're going to just, before you get destroyed, we're going to pull you back. And Thompson's sharpshooters can do a bit of work on this side. So where's the heaviest fighting going to be? So this is now starting to look like the Battle of Malvern Hill. We're going to hold these 2 places. I don't fancy a general push against that because I think it'll weaken my army too much. I want them to come charging in, and I'm happy for the artillery just to open up and just pick them off as they come. Ben's batteries with the rifle guns should be doing some good work. That's looking pretty strong and effective. I've got to watch out for Toll's brigade because that's potentially vulnerable there. I'm going to pull them back. We're going to put Blake's brigade in that place instead, watching that crossing. Yeah, I don't think any of the enemy are going to make it into combat with us. I really don't. So this leaves the possibility. I'll get over there, and we want these guys shooting up Anderson's. Now, if we had some melee cavalry in amongst this, and I should probably have saved one of these as melee cavalry, we could have had 2 skirmishers going in, and then oh, here we go. Dismount. Everyone dismount now, and pepper him. Keep the firepower up. We'll try and capture those supplies. There is a brigade attempting to manoeuvre here. I'm going to put the Yorkshire Regiment on their flank. Solstice shooters have just opened up on Sem's brigade. Do you know what? The Ohio Outlaws may as well move in as well. Anyone else trying to come across the middle of this field? I think the rebels are going to be happy to try and hold this. It's going to be a victory for us, but it's not going to be an outright total victory. So this is an opportunity for the cavalry to get some good experience here. Especially if I can get behind them. Let's mount up and go over there. Mind you, these skirmishers should be closing in. We've got them. Excellent. Now this is where we mount up and we go in. So whilst these might not be melee cavalry, that doesn't stop them from charging in and being used like that. Ooh, watch out. We've got some big brigades threatening down this side. Let's just No, I don't want to Oh, no, you guys are supposed to go like that. Let's make sure we're in position. You don't need to be running anywhere. We've got enemy artillery blasting away at our positions in the woods, and we can't return fire from there, which is extremely annoying. One thing I could do is try and advance the artillery and try and pick off the enemy artillery batteries. There's a possibility. Okay, I think we need to pull the Prince of Wales. Oh, I can't. Can I not? Let's get them back out of there, actually. Fall back. Fall back. They're going to be broken. The cavalry's charged too far. That's expensive. Let's keep these sharpshooters up. You guys can dismount. If you guys can keep moving, they've taken some casualties, but they'll be alright. They did decimate that division, that brigade they charged. They've totally broken that, so that's been quite good. Yeah, I don't think the rebels are going to make any sort of concerted effort to attack further south. And I don't need to be fighting those. Let's pull back. If they're going to come across there, then we want to get them, but other than that, we can leave that. You guys have... Excellent, you guys have rallied. We'll go and see if we can go and get that supply over there. So I think Elsie brigade might make an effort to cross. Let's speed this up, because what we want to see are enemy brigades coming charging at us. Now this is a strong position, much stronger than we were up there. For the numbers coming at us, this is. Let's take Frangus's, B's and Ben's batteries. And let's just push them up a little bit, shall we? And I want to see if I can outshoot the enemy's artillery up there. These guys aren't trying to cross, so I think that's going to be the end of that little adventure. Can you cross the river there? Charge them in. They should be able to capture the supplies, which would be nice. Yeah, come on, let's pound that into non-existence. They're coming in again. God, we took some heavy casualties. I don't know why they're not attacking with the rest of their brigades. They seem quite happy to sit this one out. And considering that the enemy army's casualties don't carry on from individual campaign to campaign, they get rebuilt, I don't see that we should throw our men away when we're going to get a victory for this. I'm happy to sit this one out rather than take a terrible, horrible loss. A draw? Wait, that counts as a draw? I held... That does not count as a draw. I feel like we were cheated there. So they lost nearly 3 times the casualties. That should not be a draw. That's disappointing. I thought that was going to count as a like a narrow win for us. So what's the next battle then? Disappointing. So we are into Thoroughfare Gap, Second Bull Run, and Kettle Run. The next one's going to be... What's that one? Thoroughfare Gap? 28th August. There's 2 on the 28th of August. Okay, so it's going to be Kettle Run. So these are going to be some cool things. So basically what happened is the Union Army that was threatening Richmond along the peninsula, they withdrew back to the base, and McClellan made no further attempt to push through there. And then I think it was General Pope was assigned a new army and came in from Washington down from the north towards the capital, Richmond, that way. And realising that McClellan's forces that were still there, because a lot of them had been withdrawn by that point, the Confederates were free to move against them. So let's have a look and see what the situation was there. So we have We need some generals in charge, so yikes. We can put colonels in these. We have a few in reserve, thankfully. We've got brigadier generals. They're better for leading divisions. In fact, we will change you for a George McClellan.
Sir, yes, sir!
The George McClellan? Do we want him in there? Look, I mean, that's a testimony to how tough the fighting was. Not only are the brigades weakened, but we lost a lot of commanding officers there as well. Sadly, you can have a lieutenant colonel in there. So the First Corps took an absolute pasting in that. I leveled up, apparently. So what shall I get as a reward? We can have artillery, which are basically, it's not just affecting the artillery. This gives every unit extra firearms, accuracy, and reloading time bonuses. I can go for melee firearms and reloading time. That might be better. Melee firearms and charge damage. I think I'll go for the infantry one. As I say, it affects everything, but all units get +5 melee, +5 firearms, and -5 reloading time. I think that's a good one to pick. So as we level up, we do get better at the jobs that we're trying to do. Oh, Phil Keeney is a corps commander. We have a level 2. I've already put him in there, and it was McClellan, who... We have at the 1st Division, Julian Willett. Well, he's a better guy, so I guess we should probably put him in with... Did I have a division? I do. There's some McCrackens. This is Lewis Wagner. Let's replace him with a lieutenant colonel. And then he can go in charge of 3rd Corps, which hasn't actually seen any fighting yet.
Sir, yes, sir!
But in charge of a corps... Hang on a sec. He should get... Where is he? Why? Oh, there it is. I need to improve this. So, I mean, like, extra ammunition is not a bad thing. 5% speed. 5% experience for the 3rd Corps. I'm going to go for speed, because they probably will often come on as a reserve from somewhere. By the way, if you want to join, if you want to command any of these brigades or batteries or cavalry regiments, do let me know. Let's see if we can repair some of the damage here then. So I feel quite hard done by in this one. We still haven't got our 2nd star. We just took too many casualties there. That would be a huge drop on the McCrackens, but I think we're going to have... I need everything at 1500, so if we go down a bit... Should I just take the hit and get to 2000? I'm going to take the hit and get to 2000. This is going to set us back. I could buy veterans, but that's going to take all our money, and we want to be able to buy some weapons as well. So we're not going to lose any stars. I won't do that, but I think it's time just to get these guys. We want big numbers, and then we can afford to lose some casualties and not feel like we're being absolutely nailed. So we have the manpower. It's a new campaign. Everyone's getting fresh troops. I'm spending a fortune on guns because we don't actually have... We don't have enough guns in the shops. Or in the armories, I should say. Good lord, this is expensive. Let's make sure the artillery... Thompson sharpshooters. Can I change those for the Sharps rifle? I can.
Sir, yes, sir!
And let's bump that up. They've got a star. So Thompson sharpshooters have got the new Sharps rifle, and we can actually afford that. That's nice. Let's give them morale and efficiency, stamina efficiency and speed, firearms, reloading accuracy. Yeah, that should make them very effective at what they do. It's not left as much money. What I could do is I could trade in some of my fame points. I can trade in 18 fame points, which will get me down to 31. The danger of doing this, the fewer fame points you have, the lower the morale of your units, or the less bonus you get to them. But I think we need to get the troops up to strength for the coming fight, and we're going to be... Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to win the coming fights. There's no doubt about that. I should have maybe in hindsight used 2nd Corps to be aggressive there, but I don't think I could have got them up in time, and I think it would have been it would have been a lot of casualties. I probably should have had 2nd Corps holding the line, because I think their brigades were tougher. So anyway, lessons learned. We're refilling the ranks with veterans, with rookies. So this is interesting, folks, by the way. This is going to make the end game challenging if I don't have 2- and 3-star brigades by the end. The game is designed that what you do is you buy veterans to top up some of the brigades so you don't lose the experience. That's how the game mechanics are designed. So come the end of the game, I'm going to have some very hard fights. But that was historical. At the end of the war, the Confederate units were weakened, but highly veteran. And the Union troops, there were obviously some veterans in there, a lot of veterans, but they also pulled a lot of second-line troops that had been like guarding forts in the rear near Washington up to the front line to boost the numbers for the final stages of the attacks on Richmond and stuff. And those guys weren't so experienced. Big units of inexperienced troops. So we might see something similar, but it'll keep the game challenging, I think. So we'll play it through like this. Did I not spend his points? Oh, he gets a second one. Nice. So melee firearms, charge damage, melee firearms, reloading, firearms, accuracy, reloading. We'll just go for that. Firearms is never a bad thing to pick. So money is hard to come by. We don't have any career points from this because it was a draw. I still don't see that was a draw. I should have looked. I think it tells you at the start what objectives you need to do. Yeah, I don't consider that a draw. I think we should have had some points. We was robbed. We was definitely robbed. Right, let's just top these guys up. Yep, see, it's costing a fortune buying rifles because we've lost so many. Washington, we do have enough money to, yeah, we can afford that. Cascade cannons were down. They're now led by a lieutenant colonel. How big can I get that? We want this bigger. Let's go up to 16 guns. Oh, was it at level 2? We don't want to drop down, so... Okay, we're going to go to 16 guns. And we're going to try and build that one up. So, 2nd Corps barely got touched, actually. Although the Solstice shooters managed to go up in experience, which was good. It is what we want. Stamina, efficiency, and speed. Morale and efficiency. We'll go stamina, efficiency, and speed. I like the look of that. The Dragoons got a bit of experience, but not a huge amount. Cummins battery. They're armed with 10-pounder ordnance. They're looking good. B's battery. Lieutenant Colonel. I think we can put that up to... No, the efficiency drops down. I can replace him with a full colonel. Do you know what? Let's go up anyway. I want more guns. When they get to full colonel, as their let's call them their admin officer. I can put that up to 24. I'm going to do the same there, in fact. Oh, he has a full colonel. We can get up to 24 without dropping that. Excellent. I'm running out of money again. Barge's brigade needs a few men. They've got the good Springfields. That's okay. So there wasn't really a huge load of casualties in 2nd Corps. He's a major. Oh, no, we can't have that. We better put someone better than... Is this all we've got in stock? Okay, let's pick some veterans. Sean's brigade can have a brigadier general. And then Dogmeat's brigade can have that lieutenant colonel. And we should see, yeah, the boost to efficiency there. These guys, we'll leave them as majors. They shouldn't really be, but it's fine. So we have 57,000 6-pounder field guns. Well, they're cheap to replace. And in the armory, we have 4 of those. Can I go up without losing? No, I can't. Do we want to try and upgrade any weapons, or do I want to save the money? Do we have any one of these? We don't. We're okay. So we've only got a few with the smoothbore muskets. And, of course, 3rd Corps have smoothbore muskets as well. Have money to replace them. Let's have a look at what's in the armory. So, infantry, we could buy... These are the smoothbore stuff that we don't really want. There's some Lorenz rifles, which aren't too expensive, actually, and they're good. We've got a larger amount of the British Enfield rifles. I think we'll save the money, and we'll start getting some of these when we can. And, of course, the American Springfields and Harper's Ferries are good guns as well. And then further down, there's nothing new. There's Henrys, which are repeating rifles. And we have a few things. I could make some money by selling off our reboard farmers' muskets. I will do that. And farmers' muskets, we only have a few. We've got some Mississippi rifles. These are Confederate ones. I don't think we'll ever have enough money, or ever enough of them, to equip a regiment or a battalion. We have a few Lorenzes, which are good. And I'll keep those because we do use those for now. Skirmisher weapons. We've got the hunters in stock. So if I need to recruit some more skirmishers, which I could do. Ooh, I could do that for the 2nd Corps. We've got some guns to give them. And cavalry weapons. Cook and Brother are okay. This is all we've got in stock. So we can buy. We don't want to buy the worst melee weapons. We could buy better ones, but it's expensive. The cavalry did okay in that one. Over in the barracks, we've got a few people wounded who will come back to action later on. So that's good, and a few reserves. Go back to here then. So over in the 2nd Corps, these are all kind of maxed out. Unless I move... Let's see, we've got Leonidas over there. We've got 2 cavalry. Oh, hang on, you're not full strength. Let's fix that one. I could put some cavalry into the 3rd Corps to bring it on, and then put some skirmishers in here. Having said that, I also do have 2 lots of artillery batteries, and let's create a new division. This costs money often. It doesn't this time, that's okay. So we'll quite simply put those guns into 3rd Corps, and then let's get some skirmishers in here with the hunters. We don't need that. We'll put a major in charge. At 500 we should be fine. We've got those guns in stock. It doesn't cost us anything. There's a huge efficiency penalty because the major's too lower rank. But he'll get experience. He will level up and that will disappear. So there we go. We've got the 2nd, effectively, US sharpshooters. If anyone would like to control them, let me know down below. The next battle, I'm going to have a look up. These are both at the same day. The Thoroughfare Gap and the Kettle Run. So I'm going to have a read up. And I'm going to see if... Oh, no, sorry. Second Bull Run and Thoroughfare Gap. Were they read on the same day? Second Bull Run's a 2-day fight, so I would have thought it would encompass this one. I will have a read up historically and see which one I think I should play first. And we'll go there and hopefully get a better result than we did at Malvern Hill. Malvern Hill should have been the walkover. And it wasn't. And that was a shame. Anyway, folks, hope you've enjoyed it. I still like the game. And we'll see how we do in the next battle on the 28th of August, 1862.